So I've taken some video on my iPad of myself teaching. How do I get that video edited down to a shorter clip and then share that out? Well, first of all, I'm going to go to iMovie on my iPad. You may have this on your iPad, you may not. If for some reason you don't, let me know and we can get that put on your iPad for you. We'll see if we can get that taken care of. Otherwise, if you don't, you can then transfer that file, the video file that you created, over to your computer, and there's a few different ways that we can do that. And if you're having any trouble with that, I will sit down with you at some point and we'll talk about how to do that, because there's a couple of different methods. So I've taken this video through the camera app on my iPad, but what I'd like to do now is I'd like to edit some things out, maybe the beginning and the end where I walked around to the camera to switch it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find iMovie on my iPad, and I'm going to open the iMovie app. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the top right corner where there's the plus button, and I'm going to tap on that. It gives me the option for a movie or a trailer. You want to do a movie. And then up in the top right, I'm going to click on Create. Okay, now if you've ever used iMovie on the computer before, this should look fairly similar. It's a similar screen. The editing area is along the bottom. The preview is on the top left, and where you're going to go find your files, whether they're video, photos, or audio, they are on the top right. So what I'm going to do to start off with is I can see up in Recently Added, that's the video I just took. There's one thing there. I'm going to tap on that. Here's the video I took with my iPad. I'm going to tap on that video. Notice it's highlighted in yellow now. I can preview it with that play button, or if I want to send it down to the editing area, I tap on this little arrow that's pointing down. Now that I have my file down here along the bottom, it shows me that it's about 2 minutes. If I look along here, it says at the very end it's 2 minutes 58 seconds. Maybe I don't need that whole time. And I notice there is a spot here at the end where after I stop talking, I walk over to switch off the camera. And just to clarify, I am holding my finger down and swiping this back and forth to move it. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to tap on the little video itself down at the bottom there. It is now highlighted in yellow. And if you look along the bottom, I've got some scissors. I have a little dial, sound, titles, some kind of visual filters. And then along the right-hand side, I have split, detach, duplicate, and delete. What I'm going to do is, because these are my kind of editing controls since I'm on the scissors, I'm going to go over to split, because this part where the white line is, that's where I want to stop the video. That's where I want to cut off everything after that. So I'm going to tap split. And it has now split my video, so now everything to the right is the part that I don't want. That's the end of my video. It's highlighted in yellow. If not, I can tap on it and highlight it in yellow. And I'm going to come back down to the bottom right and hit delete. It's now gone. I might want to do the same thing with the beginning. If I know the rest of my video clip is okay, wait until I'm on the screen and then cut it here. Same thing. I will tap to highlight it in yellow. Since I'm still on the scissors, I have my options down at the bottom: split, detach, duplicate, and delete. I'm going to tap split. Okay, now this time I'm going to tap everything to the left of the line there. And so now when I have those split, I'm going to tap that, highlight that in yellow, do the same thing. I'm going to delete that section. So now I have a shortened clip. I've cut out the unnecessary beginning and end pieces. Let's say I want to send this now. I want to share it, or I want to take this and put it onto my computer, put it on Google Docs, whatever. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. So I'm going to go to the top left corner, and there's a little arrow next to the question mark. I'm going to tap on that, and it brings me back out to this main screen that'll show me some details about my movie. Okay, so it does tell me this movie is 2 minutes and 44 seconds. It was modified on 9/30/15. I can preview it by hitting the little play button. I can edit it by tapping the slate with the pencil. I can delete it by tapping the trash can. Or the little square with the arrow flying out of it is the action button. Whenever you want to send anything from your iPad to somewhere else, that's the button you tap. So that's what we're going to choose. Now this shows me the different options that I have. I can airdrop it to my computer if I have that option available to me. It may depend on your computer, your iPad, what operating system you're on. So if that shows up, then it's available. If it doesn't show up, it's not available. The other options are I can If I have a YouTube account set up and I'd like to put this video on YouTube and just share the link out from there, I could do that. Connect up my YouTube account here by putting in my username and password. There is the option. Email will not work because most of these files will be way too big for email. I do have the option of saving the video to my camera roll. And if I were to save the video to the camera roll, I can then share it out in a few different ways. One of those being I could upload it to Google Drive if I have the Google Drive app on my iPad as well. From there, I can just share it out from Google Drive.